Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Oh, he's stuck in a rock.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Nope, he got out. He got out. So, what are we doing today, Brain? Same thing we do every day, Pinky. What's that, Brain? Try to take over the world. But Brain, how are we going to do that? By building factories. Everywhere. Oh yes. Welcome to Satisfactory. After playing, I'm still playing Fallout 4, but playing Fallout 4 with a lot of mods, it had opened my eyes to games with other mods, and Satisfactory is the next one on the list. I have been playing this for a while now. That's why kind of my other series has stagnated a bit, but it's still continuing. And I'm playing Satisfactory. And I figured, you know what, let's share it with the world, because why not? Watch an old bumbling fool dick around with pipes, conveyor belts, machines, factories, logistics, and a lot of math. Math with an A, though math with an E might help play this game, actually. So we're currently playing on Early Access build 1483. Now this is just days away, rumored, from update 4, so this playthrough may be cut short because the new update might throw a wrench in the machine, pun intended. I'm running with 96 mods. I'm not going to tell you which ones they are. We'll discover that as we go through the game, because there are way too many. Now I have tried my very best to avoid any overpowering or cheating mods. I can cheat in this game, it's very easy. But I'm gonna try and do my very best to earn everything. The only real OP mod that I use, and you'll see me use it when I'm building, is the fly mod, because it's a crick in the neck to build and design things from a first-person perspective at times. And the fly mod really, really helps with that, so I hope you can forgive me on that one. I will not use it, of course, for discovering things, for exploration and stuff like that, because that would be very game-breaking. Alright. So, let's start a new game. Where are we going to start it? Well, there are 4 biomes to start in. Do bear in mind, this is one giant map. I always make my videos for people that have no idea what I'm doing or don't know the game. So, if you do know the game, I apologize, of course. Most of you veterans know what I'm talking about. But this is one giant map. You just start at a different location on sat map, and there are a couple of extra biomes where you can't start, so you have to run there. But those biomes tend to be rather hazardous. Let's quickly go over these locations and my reason for picking Grassfield as my starting position. So, by process of elimination, Dune Desert is actually a pretty nice place to start, but it has a limited amount of water and limited amount of foliage. So the foliage really isn't an issue, because you can progress quite quickly to coal power, and then you don't really need the foliage. The reason why I don't want to start here is because this is an excellent location to start building mega plants, mega-sized factories. And it's a crick in the neck to start here, because these dunes that you see here in the background, for instance, you think, well, that's a great open wide space, just like the description says. Yeah, well, it's not. These dunes are a crick in the neck to build in, because they're very high, and you need a shit ton of concrete to build a level foundation for your plants. Now, in late game, that isn't an issue, because you got a shit ton of concrete, but early game, that's a crick in the neck, and that's why I'm not a huge fan of starting in the Dune Desert. The Northern Forest. Northern Forest is probably the best place to start for veteran players. It has all the resources you could want in abundance. It only has one drawback, and you need very tight, compact designs for your factory, because you have very limited space. It's very vertical and very, how do I say, hilly. Again, this is not suited for mega plants, like for instance the Dune Desert, but you can build small factories here quite effectively if you know what you're doing. For new players, of course, that are still designing and coming up with their philosophies for factories, this is not the best place to start. Then there's the Rocky Desert. Now the Rocky Desert, I love the Rocky Desert. It's probably the best place to play, but I don't want to start there for one simple reason. It has the easiest access to water, and tons of it, because it's right at the coastline. And water is used in something we call alternate recipes. It is a substitute for other resources. So by supplementing water into the recipe, you get either the same amount of resources for fewer other resources, so you need less ore for the same amount of ingots, or you use the same amount of ore plus water and get even more ingots. But the problem is alternate recipes, you don't start off with those, so you need to find them, you need to discover them, and if you start building in the rocky desert at the start, you won't have access to those recipes, so you end up building factories with basic recipes, and then you won't need the water, so it's kind of a waste. So this is a very natural expansion to your initial factory placements, which is ideal in grass fields. Now, grass field does come with a drawback. For starters, it has no quartz, which is a high-level material, which you can also use quite early, actually. And it's a crick in the neck that there is absolutely no quartz there. It has limited caterium as well. Plus, you need to free up the only spot of caterium that is there, but it is accessible. Has no oil, and coal is doable, but limited amount of water. So there are a couple of drawbacks, but for the real starter, it's real easy to set up your basic factories, building basic products. So it's a great place to start off with, and then expand into the other biomes, including the ones that are not displayed here, well, pretty much take over the world. Now, as I said, I'm playing with 96 mods, so I'm doing a private session. Not that I have any friends to join me anyways, but that's beside the point. Many of these mods are, some of them are pretty old, and they were not suitable for co-op play, so they may not work in a co-op session. There are many mods. We'll go over them one by one, but I do know that some need to be done in certain order. Also note that these mods will give me early access at times to items that I should not have access to. So I'm going to have to use self-restraint on not using them and skipping ahead, as it were, through the vanilla content of the game. That's pretty much it. Am I going to skip the intro, or am I going to show it to you? Yeah, I'll show it to you. Why not? There we go. So, grass fields it is. Right on the SpongeBob SquarePants' legs there. There's a gamer. Just look it up on YouTube somewhere. Who turned this into the legs of SpongeBob SquarePants and built an entire statue on top of it. Quite impressive, I have to say. Alright. Failed to create online session. Oh, that's great. What's wrong with my internet? Right, not sure what was going on there, but it's fixed, and we're starting it up.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized. Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
I wonder why there's a spacebar sticker on the
Welcome to
build
Planet
tool.
Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
If I need to deconstruct this thing, then why are these containers here? What's the point of that? Not like I'm going to get anything out of those containers. Anyways, as I was wondering, why is there a spacebar sticker on my build tool? Because the Q button is actually the button to build, so there should be a Q button, or sticker of a Q button on it. Oh boy, eye for detail. It can be naggy at times. Alright, deconstructed that. Now what do we do? Ada.
All important Fixit data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Cool, the codex. There it is. I never ever look at it.
Second objective: please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
Good advice.
Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats. Third objective: please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Now, to no surprise, I know this part of the map pretty damn well, so that's why I'm heading southwest, because that's the very corner of the map. That's where I like to start. So there's some iron over here. Let's scan for that. There you go. Ever since I installed the mod, the scanner seems to be a little bit glitchy, because this, for one thing, is not showing up on my radar, is it? Oh, no, that one is showing up on my radar, but this one isn't. Anyways, I have an interactive map in the background, so if I need new nodes, I'll just use the map. Let's pick this up.
Fourth objective: build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed.
Alright,
Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain, close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Right, I'm just clearing this area, a bit of foliage, because we can use that later. Tip, for those who don't know, iron is important for progression, but so is concrete, which comes from limestone, so you definitely want a limestone deposit nearby as well. Go to bed. There you go. Nasty critters. Oh, I have I have several mods installed, but one actually gives me more enemies in this area, so for those who go, why are those high-level enemies here? That's because of a mod. Anyways, that is limestone over there, so I'm going to build the hub over here. Where? There. It's a temporary position. We'll move it later to something better. Come on. There you go. So what do we do, Ada?
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective: complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note: the Craft Bench and Hub Terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Alright. So here we find our progression system. However, I have a mod installed There it is. That kind of revamps this progression system into something more automated. I haven't used it yet, so we're going to have to discover how that goes. It requires some materials to unlock. Shall I do it straight away, or shall I do it later? Because that's quite a lot of materials that I need. Let's do upgrade 1 first. I just need 10 of these rods. And this is what it'll give me. So I need some iron. Wait, do I have enough iron? I have enough iron. So I go to the workbench, turn the iron ore that I just picked up into ingots. I know everybody who watches this probably already knows this, but who knows? I may get some new players into the game. There we go. We got enough ingots to make a couple of rods. And as the game progresses, every step of this production line becomes more and more automated. So now I have to do everything manual. Alright, so we click this. We activate the milestone. We throw in the materials. And there you go. And this gets upgraded as well. Alright, Ada.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage.
Alright.
6th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Good. So she's referring to the first step of automation. Now, as you can see here, there are already a lot of new things unlocked that I shouldn't have access to, but these are, as I said, prematurely unlocked through mods. And some of these are just pure mod-based, like these flags, which are pretty nice to have and decorate your base. If you play the game vanilla, it's going to be very, very, how would I say, dull. There's very little variation at the moment in decorating and personalizing your factories. And all of these mods definitely help with that. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Now, the Deconstructor, for instance, is a mod that allows me to recycle items. There's no recycling in this game at the moment. There isn't really need for it, but it can be handy at times. Now, she's referring to an automated miner, so let's get an automated miner. For that, I need this workshop, and to build it, I need, as you see at the bottom there, 6 plates and 4 rods. I have to do that by hand. Let's quickly do that. Workshop here. Workshop is responsible for manufacturing a few items that you can't do at the workbench. Not sure why that is separated, but oh well. So I want a portable miner. That's what it's called. An automated miner actually has an exit, but this one needs to be manually emptied. Let's see. Right click here, add it to the list. So I need again 4 rods and 2 plates. Well, let's get that quickly as well. So, first step of automation, get the auto miner, portable miner, whatever. There you go. And drop this sucker right on the node. And it'll mine 100 for me. Now, I have noticed that I think the data on this thing is incorrect. It says it mines 1 per second, so that would be 60 per minute. But when I feed it into a smelter, which consumes 60 per minute, it's not enough. So I think this is actually half ore per second, not 1 per second. It's not quite right, I think. But doesn't matter, we don't use these for very long. Alright, so while that is running, let's get to the next milestone. Now, do I want the hub upgrade, or do I want to start this one? Because this actually, I don't know if it's better or easier or handier than this standard vanilla progression system. I just realized something. I watched a video on how this thing approximately works, and this thing requires power, electricity, and I don't have any power, so I can't even run this upgraded research option yet. Alright, so we just do hub upgrade 2 until we get access to a bioburner. I think that's what we're going to get now, because if we unlock this, we get a smelter, which requires power, and but it'd be silly to give us something that we can't yet use at all. So I think we're going to get power after this. Alright. Pick up the ore. And I'll just fast forward this, of course. I'll be doing that a lot in the first couple of videos. You don't need to see me hammering away here at manual labor. Right, as I'm doing the final touches here, on the left you can see the recipes, and these are quite extensive already. Normally you only have access to these 3 recipes up here, but I have a water filter, which comes with the recycle mod, I believe. I have these guys. I don't know which mod has unlocked quartz processing yet. Radio control. I think this is also... Yes, it's also the recycle mod. I can recycle... No, it's not a recycle mod. I actually use the quartz to produce a scrap box. I don't know what mod this comes from, but I shouldn't have access to this if you're playing vanilla. And same thing with the sulfur. The canvas I do know, that comes from the flags mod, because you need canvas to actually manufacture these flags to decorate your base. So yeah, you see a lot of recipes and items that are not in the vanilla game or are unlocked prematurely. Alright, let's go to the next milestone. There we go. Poof. Just like magic. The hub is coming along nicely. Look at that.
Congratulations.
Empty.
You have unlocked Hub feature, Biomass Burner. Scanner feature, Copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively.
Power.
Objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note. Connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice. Automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Alright, so instead of going the vanilla way and going straight for Hub Upgrade 3, I'm actually going to unlock now this new automated research and see how that works. But I do need quite a bit of resources for it seems. So I'm going to do that off camera. It's the same process basically, just pick up the ore, turn it into ingots, and then turn said ingots into either rods or plates. And let's see. We have been now playing for 15 minutes, as you can see at the top of the screen. That's a little mod as well there. Play session time, 15 minutes. Game time, and it's actually in the morning here at 10:13. This is real time. You'll see me when the resources are done. Alright, here we are with the final touches. As you can see at the clock at the top there, it took me just under 10 minutes to do this. And here we get automated research. So let's see how that works. Research. Alright. So we have a controller and an actual researcher. Alright, so this is where we feed the materials into, and the controller is, well, where we control. Let's see, can I cannot build this because I need some more materials.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Oh, and I need copper for this as well. Oh, good lord. Well, this is going to take me another couple of minutes because I haven't installed a smelter yet. So again, I guess I'll do this off camera because that's another 10 minutes you don't need to see. Alright, now that our iron requirements have been met, I'm going to need some copper. And copper is, let's see if memory serves, somewhere over there. Let's clear this folder a bit. Yeah, take a good mental note here. This will be unrecognizable in a couple of episodes. This will be full of beautiful, beautiful machines and factories and buildings and hopefully some roads. Oh yes, industrialization, here we come. Let's see. Let's not fall down there, right? No, we don't want to fall down there. Oh, cranky. Yeah. I forgot. There's probably a guardian at the copper node there, the copper vein. All these bushes are in my way. Mother Nature, you're always in my way. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Oh, he's stuck in a rock.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Nope. He got out. He got out. And there you go. And here's the copper vein. Let's free it up so we can place an automated mine on it later. And I did bring one of the auto miners from the iron node. So we can do that. Alright, so I need 50 wire, so I'm going to be chopping up some copper here, and I'll be getting the wire, and you'll see me when I'm done. Alright, here we are, with all the required materials to build one research controller. Oh, I can build that here? Cool, I'll just build it right next to the hub. One research controller, and one basic researcher. I don't want it floating. Come on, put it in the corner there. There you go. And one researcher. Now this thing requires power, I believe, so let's place it right next to the biogenerator that we now have. And I need to hook this up, so I do need something else for that. One of these guys. There you go, one cable. And you hook it up. Oh, the wire goes... Where does the wire go? Oh, here, into the battery. That makes sense. So how does this work? Let's see. Alright, here we put the resources, or we feed them automatically. And that gets consumed by the research here, as I understand. And this is an entire new menu, as you can see. Quite different from this one. So, what do we have here? Science power 0. That probably has to do with the researcher not having power, I guess. All schematics, purchased schematics, available schematics, schematics in Q0, I believe that's here on the top right, that's the Q, and okay, that's about it. And here's the information panel for what we're about to research. Research Manager Inventory. Oh, I can put the resources here too? That's interesting. Alright, let's give it a try. Here we pick the research we want, well, the progression, because there are different ones. Tutorial, that's where we are now. Tier 0. Milestones, these are all additional milestones. We'll take a look at that later. As a matter of fact, these things are still locked in the vanilla version, but they're available in the research panel. Interesting. Alright, alternate, what is that? Alternate. Oh, these are alternate recipes! Hey! Wait, I can now personally pick which alternate recipe I want? Oh, that is fantastic. For those who don't know, there are hard drives that you can see here in the little pop-up panel there. Hard drives scatters all over the world. You need to find them, pick them up, bring them home, and do some research on them, and then you get a choice, 1 out of 3 random alternate recipes. But sometimes you get recipes that are complete junk and you don't want, and the good recipes, well, they take a while to find. But now, the RNG part of this has been eliminated, and I can just pick whatever recipe I want. This one, for instance, casted screws, is a fantastic recipe. I want that real soon. So that is great. Alright, so no more randomization on hard drives. That's fantastic. MAM. Now, MAM is the old research panel, where you research a couple of research trees as well as the hard drives for random alternate recipes. But it seems to be empty now. Show locked. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is still the same research trees from the map. Oh no! Oh, I apologize. I'll try and cut that out of the video. Okay. Alright, well, let's see how this works. We want the alternate recipe. The tutorial here, which is the same. Hub Upgrade 3 is the same as this one here. As you can see, same reward, same cost. Right? It's the same cost, isn't it? Yep, same cost. Here's the cost. And here's the info. Hey. Oh, I'll show you that later. This panel is much bigger than the panel here. Yeah, because some of the mods have a lot of rewards for a milestone, and it tends to drop off the screen. You can't see what you get, but here, it's much bigger. Alright. Hub 3. So we need this. How do I start it? There. I drop it in the list. And it says I need this kind of stuff. Do I have that kind of stuff? Not really, do I? No. Can I make some? Alright, I can make some. Let's see. Let's quickly make 20 of these. And can I pop it in here? Yes. Okay. Does it actually count towards it? No, because I don't have science power, I guess. Alright. Well, let's find the other materials first. 2020, right? Yeah, 2020. And let's speed that up. Alright, we're done. Time to take the old paperweight off the mouse. And you know what I'm talking about. If you've played this game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, we got the materials. Let's dump them in here. That and that. And it's not working. Alright, let's see if the power thing is an issue. Now, the bioburners need to be operated manually. Later you'll get power that can be automated. There are 3 things you can burn. Well, actually, there are more things you can burn. I would save the alien carapace for now, because it can be converted into biomass later, which is far more effective. Also true for wood and leaves, but these are far more abundant and far less rewarding to convert than the carapace is. Do not burn flower petals. Flower petals can be burned, cannot be converted into a better form of biomass, but these are used to create paint jars to paint your factory, so I always save these up for later. For now, we'll just burn the simple leaves. Let's see what that does for the researcher then. There you go. Researching, nothing's happening here. Is it consuming power though? Oh, it is. It's consuming a lot of power. That's weird, because it's not doing anything, is it? No. And there's inventory here, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. The items are here. We now have science power. Alright. I guess that's what it's doing, but it doesn't seem to be working. Alright, let's take this out. Oh no, I can't take it out. Can I? Oh, I can take it out. There you go. Alright, instead we'll throw it in here, see what happens. 20 of these. Oh, there you go. It works. Yay! And okay, but you can't. But you can exchange it. Alright. So that's done.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Scanner Feature, Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 8th objective. Complete hub upgrade 4. Note. Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Alright, but I'm going to shut this off because this thing is consuming power even if it's not doing anything. That's disappointing. It's just eating up all my leaves for absolutely nothing in return. And for those who don't know, any vanilla building, any other building in the game, if it's not doing anything, it's not consuming power, so the power generator attached to it throttles down, consuming less fuel. But this thing does not do that for some reason. Alright, so that's the new research. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it early game though, because that 10 megawatts, it's using 10 megawatts, isn't it? I can't tell yet. I think it was 10 megawatts. Oh, here we see, yeah, 10 megawatts. Oy, I feel like Doc Brown. What was it? 2.44 megawatts or gigawatts? 2.41 gigawatts. I think that was it. Oh well. No, we'll use the vanilla one for now. So let's go hub upgrade 4. What do we need for that? A lot of stuff. Well, I'll be doing this off camera. Except for the lime. Let's tap into the lime. Hello. There we go. And the lime is right here. So as you can see, we got plenty of iron there. We got some copper in the back there, and we got lime over here. Those are the 3 basic starting resources. Plenty of that here in the grass fields, but as I said, the higher tier materials are a bit scarce or even non-existent in this area, so we'll have to move out at some point, but it'll take a few episodes. Anyways, you'll see me when I got 75 plates, 20 cables, and 10 concrete. Alright, there we go. Upgrade 4. There you go. Now I got a bit of a living room.
Congratulations. You have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective. Complete hub upgrade 5. Note. Portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice. When planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
We don't have access to the miner yet, but we do have the smelter, so let's place that one. Now for smelter I need some wire and some rods, so let's go and get that. How much do I need? Right, because we've automated the mining process, now we're going to automate the smelting process. Where is the wire? Oh, I need copper. Good, while this is going, I could tell you about the first mod I installed. You already noticed it at the top of the screen there. That's a little mod that displays those times. I'll see if I can find a little screenshot of that and put it on the screen to give credit to the mod maker. That is one of the well, I wouldn't say invisible mods, but it doesn't have a milestone, so that's why I'm going to highlight it now. I also have another sort of invisible mod, which runs in the background, which is an auto sort mod. I'll try and put a screenshot of that as well up on the screen. Every time I open my inventory using tab, it'll auto sort. Very convenient, very handy. Unfortunately, it does not auto sort when I use other interactions like this crafting bench, and this is unsorted. Then it doesn't auto sort and I still have to hit this button, so it doesn't always work. But it's a handy dandy little thing that runs in the background. Let's see, that's 8 wires. So that's the first 2 mods that I have. I think those are the only 2 that don't have milestones. The rest we'll discuss here as I start unlocking all of them, or at least most of them. Now, some rods, if you please. No, I'm not talking about the one in my trousers. Okay, rods, come on. There we go. So now I can build a smelter. Unfortunately, I can only hook up one smelter because I don't have the ability to split power from this this power generator. For that I need... Oh, actually I can. I can do that. Look at that. I need some concrete. I thought I hadn't unlocked the pole yet. Because for some stupid reason, well, I guess it's another logistic challenge and that's why they did it, but power generators by standard, vanilla, are not permitted to have more than one wire attached to it, which is, as I said, rather irritating. Luckily I have the daisy chain mod, which allows a lot of buildings to actually have up to 4 connections, I think. I only need one of these, by the way. There we go. But we'll see that as the game progresses. Let's quickly make this. And this to have some cable left. Yes. So, the trick to this is always place a pole. Then the one cable you can attach to the pole, and the pole will allow for multiple connections. So that's how you split your power infrastructure. However, later in the game, this can become exceptionally annoying. If you have multiple buildings that can only accept one wire and you have 100 of these things standing around, it's just a crick in the neck. That's why the daisy chain mod is so fantastic. Anyways, I'm going to place one more smelter then, since I can now power 2. And the reason for that is because I have 2 types of ore that I want to smelt, so makes perfect sense, right? And there is smelter number 2. Hook that up as well. And then we just throw in the ore. Oh, good lord, yeah. Normally you do not see all of these recipes here, but these are from the recycle mod that I use, so I can actually recycle all of these items back into basic components. I can make copper ore by melting down computers, I can make iron ore by melting down computers, things like that. But I can't even manufacture these high-level items yet. Normally you only have 2 recipes, which is the iron ingot and the straight-up copper ingot. And that's pretty much it. So this is the iron ingot. Throw in some iron ore. Copper ingots with some copper ore and power them up. And there we go. Yep, that is working. Good. So now we have automated the smelting process. Good. Next upgrade, if you please. What do I need? Alright. Cable, rods, and some concrete. I think I can make the concrete straight away. Yep. Okay, there we are. And let's throw that in here. Upgrade number 5. And we're almost done with the hub. Alright, Ada, Hit me.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner. 10th objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 6. Note: there are no notes.
There we go. Now we have 2 bioburners. Not that I ever used the second one. If you're very slow in progression, you might use both of them. But I tend to try and get ahead to coal power as it is the first automated one. However, I do have a mod installed that gives me a bioburner instead of the regular bioburner. Do I have that unlocked? No, not yet. In vanilla, the game gives you a bioburner just like this one. A little bigger, a little more effective. This one produces, I think, 30 megawatts, and this one too. No, 20. They each produce 20 megawatts, and the one that you can build individually produces, I think, up to 30 megawatts then, but it still requires manual insertion. However, the mod I'm using, Refined Power, highly recommended, very good mod, allows me to build the same kind of bioburner with a conveyor belt entry point so I can automate it. But again, I would not do that because biomass, biofuel, will have a use later in the game for alternate things, and there is a finite amount of biomass around. Though with a farming mod, which I also have installed, that shouldn't be an issue because you can start farming stuff, which is kind of disappointing that Coffee Stain has not put in any kind of farming into the game. I really think it should be in there. If not for consumables, then for, you know, homegrown products like rubber, for instance. Rubber in the game exists, is produced by oil or from oil, but it cannot be grown from, let's say, rubber trees, which is also a note to the farming mod makers, because I don't think there are currently rubber trees that you can farm. It would be nice if they put that in the farming mod, but you'll see that later. Anyways, next up is, do I have any other options? Upgrade 6? No, not yet. So this is the last hub upgrade, and then we finish the vanilla tier 0. However, we still have a lot of other mod milestones here at tier 0 that we can do. We'll look into that in just a minute. Let's do this. And at this point, what do we get as a reward? Here's the biomass burner. There you go. And the space elevator, which is required to start unlocking all of these locks here. Alright. Well, this is going to take a while per usual, so you'll see me when I'm done. And there we are. Last of the concrete. And last of the hub upgrades. Once this is done, oops. Nope. I made me a boo-boo there. Yeah, I'm going to do that a lot. Miscalculations. That's what this game does to you. It fries your brain. Not that it's much to fry in my case, but it still fries it. Alright, let's get the last rods in. Rod, there we go. I need another 22. Yep. There we go. Alright. So this is the last hub upgrade. It's now fully built. We'll never have to do that again. We can deconstruct it and just rebuild it exactly as it is now, fully built. And we get one of those. Look at that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have unlocked Building Space Elevator. Building Biomass Burner. Heart Biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Good luck. You're screwed, essentially. Alright, so that's it for Tier 0. I think we're going to cut the video here. We've done all the vanilla stuff, and we've looked into our first mod here, the new research mod, which is very, very handy indeed. And next video, let's go over the Tier 0 mods here that are all from milestones, from different mods. Now, some of them have already been unlocked. We unlocked this one, but this one is unlocked automatically. Oh, yes. I remember what these are from. Which is kind of a shame. I wish I could unlock these manually, even if they don't have any cost. We'll go over them, and I'll highlight the mods accordingly for those who are interested. and you'll see me hopefully next video. Thank you for watching.